Hello, this is Travis with the Random Commuter. Thanks for joining me on my way to work, and let's get going. Today is a gas day. That corner always freaks me out. It's filled with newly blind people, and they're all over the place, which is fine. They have a right to go wherever they want, but I'm just saying, they're figuring it out. And up until we moved here, I never really saw a blind person that didn't know what they were doing. I mean, I don't know, maybe they go through the training camp and all that, and by the time I see them, I'm like, oh look, they totally know what they're doing, like they were born that way or something. Not born blind, but born just knowing what to do. But I think there's either an institute or an education facility or like a home specifically to get acclimated to being blind. If you weren't born that way or there was an accident or something like that. And they're wandering across the street. And we all know to like slow down and do not rush anything. Just be like, you do you. You get up on that curb whenever you can. It's totally fine. Wow, busy day at the old pumps. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not going to sit here all day and just complain about the price of gasoline. There are options. I'm disconnected. So, we were at Chevy I'm taking a look at the Chevy Bolt. Now, I've been poo-pooing Bolts, like I said, as just being, oh, that's the only EV with any kind of performance. When I say performance, I really am just meaning a 0 to 60 of around 6 seconds, okay? Because the SL500, that has a 0 to 60 of 6 seconds. In fact, I think that's gone down a little bit because of, his age. It's a 2003. So, we get into the showroom, kind of walking past, we get done with the test drive, which I was actually really impressed. It was a confusing time for me. The thing looked stupid. There's no styling to it whatsoever. What's that say? Somebody commented on my, oh, okay. Oh yeah, the Chevy Bolt. So, it looks stupid. And every single EV on the market today, with the exception of a Tesla, and I would say with the exception of a Tesla Model S, even the X is like, why? I mean, is this just a carrying capacity thing? Because the Model S can carry a surprising number of people. But I don't understand. Every other car on the road looks somewhat normal. There's an element of styling. It's like, well, it's EV. We need to let people know that this is a weird car. What? Why? The first time the Model S came out, I was like, oh, look, a normal looking car. It's just a normal looking car. So we drove it. I really liked it. Keeping my finger on it. I don't want to look at it from the outside, and that could be a problem. Does it need to look like a Ferrari? No, but why not just have it look like a Honda Accord or like what's out here? Camry. There we go. A Camry. What else we got? A Honda Pilot. No, those are alright. I mean, I kind of get keeping them smaller because we want to get the range, right? So the SUV EVs might take a little bit longer to come out on. Oh, there we go. There's a Lexus. Looks completely normal. The new Honda Accords look totally normal. What's with this insistence on making EVs just look like bug-eyed freaks? So anyway, I love the Bolt. Such a stupid car. But I got in it, I squalled the tires. It was just so fast. Like it's weird. It's like getting into a Hyundai Excel and having it just be like, it's weird. I didn't try the low driving, so you could do like one pedal driving. I gotta try that next time. have to make sure I lean over on that. That's the mug that leaks. I went to the kitchen and said, "Where's the mug that leaks?" Ah, here it is. Roll her up. I may be doing a video podcast, but this guy's on his phone. I've always wanted to be like, okay, I'm not going to do it for obvious reasons. Great, now I have no light. Anyway, I'm not going to do it for obvious reasons, but you're at a light, you're at a red light, and there's somebody totally, I mean, like, they're neck deep in whatever it is they're doing on their phone. They're like really texting, maybe even they're getting a little animated because fuck her and she's lying, you know, all that shit. Lots of bad words on this episode. Please don't hold it against me. So anyway, so you find someone who's really doing that and the light's still red, and you go ahead and just lay on the horn. I mean, my concern is that they just stomp on the gas, go through traffic, and get smoked. And I mean, you're absolutely responsible for that if they do that. So, no thanks. But the thought's funny. I mean, as long as nobody gets hurt, the thought's always funny, right? See, this is a perfect opportunity. Wait, can you see that guy? No, you can only see the back seat. Oh, there we go. Does that guy look like he's paying attention? Let's see what's on the radio.
A bundle of rebates, custom audit. Denver, this is Thomas Shred on Denver's #1 for...
Not much. When you commute 35 miles a day, well, I'm sorry, 35 one way, so 70 miles a day, you see a lot of strange things. I also used to drive for a living, so I've seen my fair share of weird stuff. I just saw this guy at a red light turning left, and he hit a huge dually pickup truck, right? Seen that plenty of times. His exhaust... I've never seen this before. His exhaust pipe had to have been at least a foot in diameter. I'm not kidding. Why? I mean, what does that do for you? A reaffirmation of the size of his... Forget it. You know what else is really bugging me? Just gotta think about this. I like the movie Singing in the Rain. Yeah? I mean, hard not to like that movie, even if you're not into musicals or whatever. Objectively speaking, it's a damn good movie. It's like a 100-minute talent show. I don't know how long the runtime is. I think it might be longer than that. And there's this other sequence that's just inserted right in the middle of this flashback that has got to take at least 10 to 15 minutes. And it comes out of nowhere. It's anecdotal. Amazingly bizarre. But another thing that I was thinking about with Singing in the Rain, I have no idea why I went off on a musical tangent, but it's good. It's a random commuter. So, Singing in the Rain, you have the lady with the actress, I forget her name, but she got the high voice, and the actress did an amazing job of that. But she's supposed to be the antagonist. And then you have Debbie Reynolds, you know, she's the cute girl trying to make it in Hollywood. So to save the movie, I mean, if you've seen the movie, you know where I'm going with this. Well, maybe you don't. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see where this takes us. So they're in a situation where the girl with the high voice, she sounds terrible, and nobody realized this until they did their first screening, but whatever. So everyone's laughing at it, think it's going to be a flop, and they're like, oh, we're all ruined. So this is when they have their good morning, you know, that number, where they think of the idea to just dub Debbie Reynolds over, I'm gonna remember her name, anyway. So they do that, and then it comes out in the paper that I don't know if it was leaked or something that the girl with the high voice, she was dubbed by somebody else, or maybe that they said their voice was so amazing but giving the wrong person credit. So Donald, what's his name, Gene Kelly, and the studio exec, they're sitting there going, what are we gonna do? And the lady comes out, she goes, nothing. You're gonna do absolutely nothing. You wouldn't want, you know, the press to say that Lena Lamont is her name, maybe, was a big fat liar. So I think part of the plot of the story is that they can't reveal that Debbie Reynolds is the voice, because that would be, to quote, that would be deleterious and detrimental to her career. Yeah, so that's how their hands are tied, right? What changes from that to the end of the movie where Debbie Reynolds is dubbing for Lena Lamont again during a live performance, and Debbie Reynolds behind the curtain, and then Donald, what's his name, Gene Kelly, they go up and, you know, open up the curtain and reveal that it's Debbie Reynolds, and then Gene Kelly says that's the person who's actually singing, that's the person who has the voice that you love. What changes? Is this a plot hole? It's an interesting thing about Singing in the Rain. It was one of those movies where I don't think I saw it until college. Oh, sorry, it's pretty smoky in here. Hang on, I gotta do a purge. Okay. I don't know if that helped. Anyway, so I don't think I saw Singing in the Rain until college, but I knew it existed. Like, it was one of those, Casablanca, which I still have not seen, and Gone with the Wind, which in college, I don't know if it was my freshman or sophomore year, there was this girl I was hanging out with, and we weren't dating or anything, it was a biology friend. What was her name? It was either Anne or Tanya. Anne or Tanya for watching. They said, wait, Anne was not a biology friend. She was a math friend. And Tanya was a biology friend. Anyway, yeah, so I said, we were talking about Star Wars or something like that. She said she'd never seen Star Wars. I'm like, how the hell does that happen? She goes, have you ever seen Gone with the Wind? I said, no. She goes, well, there you go. That's how it happens. And I know all the quotes from Gone with the Wind and all this other stuff. Now that I've seen Gone with the Wind, I'm like, okay, I was racist. Product of its times. Yeah, you know what? With Singing in the Rain, going back to Singing in the Rain for a second, that's not racist at all. I don't think Singing in the Rain's not racist in the slightest. I don't think they have blackface. I don't think they have anything like that. I can't watch Breakfast at Tiffany's, you know, because of that crap. And it's kind of hard for me to watch a Lethal Weapon movie, which really sucks because I love those movies. Anyway, so we sit down and we say, okay, we're gonna do a movie night. We're gonna watch Star Wars: A New Hope, and we're gonna watch Gone with the Wind. So we did that. It's like, oh, that's where all this stuff comes from. And she saw it, and she was like me with Gone with the Wind. We were like, huh, you know, which I was convinced she was just gonna be like, oh, this was this transcendent experience. And how does that tie back to Singing in the Rain? Oh yeah, so I hadn't seen Singing in the Rain probably until my sophomore year of college, and so I finally watched it. And I mean, I had done talent shows that were from scenes of this movie. You know, it's like, and finally I watched the whole movie, and I'm like, this movie is incredible. It's got, what's this say? Shelly accepted my my follow request on Instagram. So anyway, I finally watched Singing in the Rain, the whole thing, and I'm like, oh, that's where all these numbers are coming from. Okay, great. And even watching just the most random scenes, like roses, supposes, and noses and toes. I think I got that completely mixed up. But that's an amazing number. And Make Them Laugh, holy crap. Make Them Laugh had the same had the same impact on me as when I was watching The Last Jedi and Rey tosses the lightsaber to Kylo Ren and he just does the real like fucking fly, just boom, right in the guy's face. Which in the theater I was like, ha! I'm not usually a vocal person in the theater. Like I'll clap and all that if everyone else is clapping. But at that point, I mean, the second he catches it, it's like boom. I was like, ha! Ha! That was super fly. When I was watching Make Them Laugh, that guy, I'm sitting there going, how in the hell? In high school, I did a 5-minute high-intensity salsa routine with my sister, and I thought that was going to kill me every single time. And this guy is flipping off the wall, and I'm just like, whoa! And it was crazy, and he was doing this amazing performance, and I'm laughing my ass off. And I was having that same experience of like, what the hell is he going to do next? And then on that last one, he just flies right through the wall. I don't remember 2 minutes after that movie, I was laughing so hard. I couldn't. That was a pretty cool experience, you know. Laugh that hard at a movie. I mean, that's what movies are for, you know. Make them laugh, make them laugh. Thanks so much for joining me on Random Commuter. If you like that, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and also share it around. I mean, share the love. This could be a great way to spend your trip without watching the video on your way to work, okay? Who doesn't want to hang out with us? Also put comments if there's anything worth commenting on. Go ahead and put comments on it. But I'll see you next week.